Hello, everyone. I am Chester44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Last episode, Greyboar's whole reputation has been solved, and now he's ending up becoming a member of the Assassin's Guild here in Illusionera. But things are good for him. Now, we've got one more place to go, and that is this mysterious tower, where hopefully we'll be able to find some information on the crystals. On to the mage's tower. Find some useful information.
I do what I must. A success worthy.
This inscription is written in an archaic elven script. You recognize the words, "Stranger's home, I see you, and I implore Callistria." It appears to be some kind of protective spell against thieves, but it has lost its power over the years.
There's something here.
And we have a trap. The corpse of a demon who is not smart enough to avoid a magical trap. Ew. Well, you can disarm that one.
Pretty good, aren't I? Might be trap.
There's another one there.
This is my kind of work.
The wreckage of what was once a magical golem. Judging by the many dents on its remains, it was destroyed in a fierce fight. Okay. Well, up the tower we go, I suppose. To the second floor. That was a small floor. Another.
We do it my way.
Oh, hello, golems. Go kill him.
I am your end.
Triggered a trap, but somehow we're okay. Once a magical golem, of course.
There's something here.
Another trap. We'll take care of it in a minute.
It went splendidly.
This inscription once contained a spell of warning. When an intruder appeared, it would let out a chilling howl to raise the alarm. Fortunately, the enchantment has worn off with the passage of time, so your ears have been spared.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Another golem, another bit of golem wreckage. Let's look around a bit.
Interesting.
Oh, there's a trap.
This is my kind of work.
That trap is on the other side.
There's something here.
Another trap.
Something wrong? Fine. My tail is twitching.
Another
Must be
trap.
a sign.
Multiple traps. Perception check there failed. There's got to be something else there.
It's time to act.
Well, we can avoid these traps a bit.
Interesting.
There's another trap. Okay, we'll just keep going around.
You sure it's safe?
Careful.
This is my kind of work. Pretty good.
I guess I
aren't
have to disarm that twice.
This is my kind of work.
Then we have this one.
I can do this. Maybe. This is my kind of work.
And this one.
Pretty good, aren't I?
There we go. Okay, so I think we need to, like, hit all of these.
I'm off.
So that's one hit. Here's another one we can hit.
I do what I must.
Okay, that brought that down. Hang on.
I'm always
If I'm
ready.
standing on here, then it won't move. So that's 3 of them down.
I'll take care of it.
Okay, I think I see what we need to do. Ivu, go stand on that one. Nenio, stand on this one. And then I will go and hit this one. And now we have this.
The mongrel did it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and loot these. Spirit trackers and 15,000 gold. Okay, what are spirit trackers? 4 additional uses of spirit weapon enchantment ability. We
Thanks, Len.
don't
You're
use
so
that,
awesome,
so not useful to us. Okay,
I'm gone.
so we've made it in here. So I guess now we're gonna go up to the next floor.
We do it my way.
Alright, 3rd floor.
Take
That is a big trap.
Follow if you dare.
There's a trap there too. Looks like we can take care of them both in here.
This is my kind of work.
And a strange door.
This is my kind of work.
You see a sturdy door and a stone arch in the middle of the room. The location seems rather odd, to put it mildly. Attached to the door is a tiny little metal bell with a braided pull. Examine the door to determine if any spell has been cast on it. You see spells enshrouding both the door and bell. Judging by the nature of the spells, they belong to the Conjuration School. Examine it closely. This is an ordinary door. Judging by the intricate carvings on the door, it is of elvish make. The bell also appears quite unremarkable, though the bell pull is covered in an ornate pattern. There's nothing unusual about this door other than its location. Ring the bell. The door swings open and an ephemeral form appears in the opening. It looks like a soap bubble. On the other side of the door, you can just make out the hazy interior of a small trinket-filled room, the typical ambience of a Golarian inn. Oh. Clutching the door handle, a skinny figure falls through the soap bubble. The bubble contracts, then pops, dissolving into thin air. The door slams shut. Cautiously touching the stone floor, the unexpected guest rises slowly to his feet. It seems that the storyteller, for it is undoubtedly him, is quite surprised. Well, hello, storyteller. The storyteller's head swivels around in bewilderment, his hands reaching to examine everything around him.
Where am I? How did I get here? Who's there? I remember the sound of that breathing. Father, is that you? Oh, thank the gods, it is you! Where are we? And if you don't mind me asking, what brought you here?
How did you get here? The storyteller listens intently to the sounds coming from the city.
A good question. Judging by the demon speech I hear, we are in the Abyss, correct? Then I suppose I was brought here by a portal. It was most likely activated by you. This portal must have been charmed specifically to deliver me here from wherever I may have been. I hope it will send me back the same way. You are unlikely to have charmed it this way. If you had, you wouldn't be so surprised by my appearance. This means the spell was cast in the past. In my past, the one I'm looking for. I have to admit, this finding is quite intriguing and perplexing, but this place where we are... It's a tower, isn't it? Yes, I'm right, a tower.
Why did you need this portal?
Thanks to you, I now remember that in the past I was the court mage of the Lady in Shadow. It was probably then that I created this portal to conveniently travel from the Abyss to Galarian.
I came here looking for information about certain purple crystals, but I found you. The storyteller nods with understanding.
You were looking for the heart of the tower. Yes, I studied its capabilities here in Elutionera. You must have seen the socket it was placed in. Unfortunately, the details of my research are hidden from me by the gloom of oblivion. Perhaps if I laid my hands on such a crystal, I would see something else in my past. Do you know where to get one of these? Do they come from mines, or maybe from the bottom of the sea?
The elf takes out a delicate compass from his bag, the needle of which is slowly but constantly spinning.
I sense the power we are looking for. My hands have touched it in the past. In the past I do not remember. I think a little divination will come in handy. I can set this little trifle to help you. Explore the caves here. When you are near the crystal, the compass will let you know.
What do you think of Galfrey ordering me to go to the Abyss? The storyteller purses his lips.
I am not a politician or a military leader, but I've seen all sorts in my life. That's why I have some experience and know different stories. The story I'm watching now did not strike a chord with everyone. There are many in Dresden who are saddened by your departure for the Abyss. There are even some among them who say, though in a whisper, that Galfrey was envious of her commander's glory and was in a hurry to be rid of her. But most do not think this. The majority praises the queen and expects her to lead them to new victories over the demons. It's quite possible that she will succeed. Right now, as far as I know, Galfrey is actively preparing for an advance to the west into the heart of the Worldwound.
I see.
The sense of recognition, it's truly astounding. I definitely used to live here, but there are no other if there are no other claimants, I'm ready to become the owner of this tower again. Be my guest any time.
Well, I found pages. Well, a page. Examine the items I'm carrying. When the old man touches the mangled, demonic helmet, a squeamish grimace appears on his face.
The owner of this item was a monster in the truest sense of the word. There was still a vicious, dark sophistication to his deeds. He died happy, gaining in death what he could not achieve in life. I cannot see what that is, but my curiosity yearns to know. Can you bring me 2 vials of magic essence, 3 bars of cold iron, 4 vials of demon blood, and 1 hide of a magical creature? Together we can cast aside the veil of mystery that lies over this object.
Let's do the cloak first, actually. Dazzling light erupts from the storyteller's hands. The light pulsates, forcing you to squint in pain, and when it finally fades away, you see a thick cloak in the elf's hands.
This relic is truly legendary. It has absorbed power that is too heavy for this world, but I have a feeling that this cloak will suit you well.
And we can do the gauntlets. The metal in the elf's hands takes the shape of armor plates. The demon blood sizzles on them like on a red-hot grill, and the essence is absorbed, leaving behind a grayish residue.
This relic is called the Stern Hand. That was the name given to it by its owner, a Sarkorian witch hunter. The 2 gloves represent the bond between 2 beings. People who wear such relics do not live for themselves, but die for others.
I don't need the Prestidigipainter Golem. We can go.
I suspect it's difficult for you to carry out your mission surrounded by enemies. I would like to help. Unfortunately, I will not be able to bring your allies or reinforcements through this portal. Supplies, however. When I return to Galarian, I will buy some travel necessities. If you need anything, just ring this bell and I will deliver them to you.
That'll be useful. Thank you. Let me see here. So, Storyteller's Compass. We'll need to find somewhere to go. Probably back in the Nexus, I think. We've used up a lot of items here. I'll just put these back here. So, what are these items we've picked up? The Stern Hand. Spite gauntlets grant the wearer's animal companion, as well as Azada's dragon or Lich's skeletal champion, a +6 bonus to strength. At the beginning of the battle, the creature must pass a DC 17 will save or start attacking party members. If the initial saving throw is failed, the creature can make new saving throws each round. So, it would give Aivu a... I mean, it's a will save, and her will is 28, which is incredible, and it's a +6 to strength, which is really good. It would replace the Oppressor's Gloves. I mean, a DC 17. Aivu's guaranteed to pass it. But then again, it implies that this is done by hurting her, so maybe I shouldn't. The Bound of Possibilities. Azada shares a bond with her dragon. 50% damage is redirected to Aivu. In addition, Aivu gains additional DR N negative, where N is equal to Azada's mythic rank. So Aivu takes half of the damage I take. In addition to her getting basically 5 damage resistance. I do not like that at all. I don't want Aivu to take pain from me. I'm gonna hold on to this, because I feel like I should, but no. Aivu, you will live. You will continue to live. I will not let you take pain from me. I need to replenish my supplies. What do you have? Ooh, Dragonfall. +4 scale mail grants its wielder a +4 insight bonus to AC against dragon, and a +2 insight bonus on attack, damage, and saving throws against dragons. Weirdly specific. +5 chainmail grants its wearer +5 competence bonus on persuasion checks made to intimidate. Suffers 10 or more hit points damage from a single range attack. They gain a morale bonus to AC for 1 round, and their next melee attack deals additional piercing damage. That's actually pretty good. It is a lower max dex bonus, but it is still very good. Nordic Welcome. Crushing Presence. Charisma +6. Grants the wearer an ability to push all enemies in a 15-foot area 10 feet away and suffer bludgeoning damage. Ring of Boreal Might. Timely Assistance. Con +4 and Wisdom +4. Interesting for a belt. Additional 1d8 bludgeoning damage on hit with unarmed. No. A Quarterstaff. Kai. Robe of Virtue. +2 dodge bonus to AC and a +2 competence bonus on attacks against evil enemies. Only a monk of good alignment can wear it. You're not good, so you can't wear it. I thought you were good. Apparently you're not good. Strange. The only thing I find particularly interesting is the chainmail of Spiteful Barbs. I mean, it's medium chainmail. And being able to do a little more damage with your melee attack? Hang on, what are you wearing? You're wearing White Dragon, which is a medium breastplate. Right. Cold Aura and Cold Resistance. 10 max dex 3, 11 max dex 2. It would be exactly the same, but it would change what you get there. I don't know. I'd need to look at my other guys. For now, let's keep looking around.
A success worthy
Though
of
this magic
praise.
trap is now old and dysfunctional after centuries of disuse, it would have once irreversibly blinded any thief who gazed upon it. More elven notes. Within the pedestal, a faint purple glow emanates from a crystal-shaped hole. Its edges are chipped and cracked, suggesting that whatever it contained has been forcibly removed.
Ask nicely.
Hold shift, step around and disarm.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Thank you. Some more loot there. The magic has left this once powerful magical seal that protected the premises from the presence of demons. Oh, loot. Lethal Conductor. And what have we got over here? Meteor Dust and Headband of Rigorous Training. Let's see. So, Lethal Conductor, +5 Shock Dagger, grants its wielder a +5 competence bonus on used magic device and a +4 competence bonus on touch attack rolls. That's actually useful for you. Hasty Eradicator is still very... These are still very good weapons. But I think I'll give you Lethal Conductor. No, you can keep Hasty Eradicator. Oh, Hasty Eradicator is just 2 attacks with it. Still, dagger weapons are working very nicely. We can get rid of Blitz Cut. I'm gonna let you keep Hasty Eradicator. Headband of Wisdom +6 declares Perfect Strike 5 more times a day. If they already have it. You already have that headband. Okay then. We did find another one of these, another page. The storyteller clenches the pages he brought. His voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. I'm sitting at the top of my tower. In my right hand is a goblet of warmed wine. In my left, a bark-covered notebook. I breathe in the ash floating in the air. The wine leaves the bitter taste of soot on my lips. It's been about 100 years since I returned to Galarian from the Abyss. 100 years spent on research, hard work, and rare journeys. I turn the page of the notebook. The wisdom of elves and the cunning of Demon Lord Baphomet are gathered here. There is the description of how the purple crystal from Illusionera works, and my own observations about Riftcarver, Demon Lord Descari's scythe. I know everything written in it by heart, but I keep paging through it all the same. Touching these pages makes me hopeful and strengthens my resolve. I have gathered everything I need to connect Galarian with another plane. I'm close to saving the smoldering embers of Galarian, hiding them from Earthfall. Just a little bit more, a decade or 100 years, and everything will be ready for the ritual. A cold shiver runs down my spine, and I smile. Kinney is trying to get into my tower again. A world of ruins presents many opportunities for a thief. Forgotten ancient treasures left by their owners are there for the taking. These objects are not so precious nowadays, but they can fetch a good price on other planes. However, my friend stubbornly continues to try and evade the protective traps of my tower. He got caught. Predictable. The tree guards safely entangled Kinney in their branches. You got to the 3rd floor of the tower today. Nice try. I smile, sip my wine, and turn the page of the notebook. My friend will have to wait a little while before he's released. I'll finish my wine first. Tell me about Galarian after Earthfall. It's frightening here. Many people have perished. Cities have turned to ruin. The few who are still holding on fall deeper into degradation with each passing day, turning into barbarians or bandits. Not a week goes by without someone trying to attack my tower and rob me. But my spells are strong and my guards are impeccable. Hungry and crippled, the riffraff leave my tower in search of easier pickings. I watch them go and feel no mercy. They deserve their fate. They should have fought like me, but they chose the easy path of plunder. Why does Kinney try to get into your tower? The storyteller shrugs and frowns. All this started with an innocent joke when I boasted to him that my tower was now the safest place on Galarian, and he decided to prove me wrong. It's been 20 years since then, and it's become a very long-running joke. Once every few years, Kinney tries to get into my tower secretly and steal something from me. My precious book of research notes, or the heart of the tower, the purple crystal we got in Illusionera. I play along, truly happy every time my friend comes to visit, but deep down I start to worry. Please continue. Kinney takes the goblet from my hands, but is not in a rush to drink it. You would learn so much if you didn't sit here guarding your secrets, he says to me. I smile. Not every secret must belong to the world, my friend. Precious stones lose their shine when they pass through 100 hands. In the same way, knowledge is distorted and truth turns into tall tales. This is why I sit in my tower, guarding what I have created and what I have obtained from others. My friend only shrugs and stops talking, dissatisfied with my answer. I start to think. When did Kinney and I drift apart? He blames me for dragging my feet. He says I should have opened a rift to the other planes as soon as I returned to Galarian. And now it's too late. The jewels of our civilization have already perished, and soon the rest will too. He thinks we've lost, and now my research is simply dangerous. I don't answer his reproaches, for they are somewhat fair. I could have tried to save Galarian 100 years ago, when Nocticula, my former lady in shadow, upheld her part of the bargain and decrypted Baphomet's notes. But instead of fulfilling the goal I set for myself, I decided to spend a little more time on research and preparation. It will take a year, I told Kinney back then. But after a year, I needed 2 more, and then 10 more years. The world was falling apart around me, and I still lingered. Still, why are you taking so long to connect the planes? I don't know. My actions are unclear even to myself. I seem to have burned out. I look at people who are surviving on Galarian, and I realize I don't want to save them anymore. Who needs a handful of rabble who have already forgotten how to write, who get by with a vocabulary of 30 words? I haven't abandoned my idea. Oh no, I will see it through, sooner or later. It is my life's work. I can't just abandon it, but not now. Why is Kinney against opening the portal now? My friend thinks that it's too late, that my experiment in merging the planes will be dangerous for the entire universe. Who knows what consequences the merging will have on the plane I choose? What will happen if I merge Galarian with Heaven and Earthfall happens to it too? Before, when Galarian civilizations were still fighting together, we could have overcome, surmounted Earthfall's consequences. But now there is no doubt that only war and death await us after we merge planes. Kinney always supported you before. What changed? I have thought about it many times. Over the years he spent on Galarian, my friend gradually lost the fire in his eyes. His opinions became more and more careful. He stopped rushing into any adventure life offered him. He got old. We both understand that his life as a half-elf is almost over, and I still have several 100 years left to live. We realize that soon we must part forever. This thought keeps us from talking like we used to and making plans for the future. Kinney seems distant. The storyteller is silent for a long while, subdued in his thoughts. The terrible thing is, I don't feel sad. I accept our parting as a given. I condemn myself for this, but can do nothing about it. Kinney will leave me, and I will drink a goblet of warmed wine to remember him. And then I will return to the laboratory to continue my research. My friend has become a stranger to me. Please continue. It happened. What I had been expecting for the last 10 years. What I was ready for. Kinney, my friend, took advantage of my hospitality and stole my research notes. They contain knowledge I gathered over the years from the most dangerous sources, and I have only partially deciphered them. Some of that knowledge will now be lost forever. He didn't even leave a goodbye note. He just left, never to return. I'm standing at the top of the tower with a goblet in my hand. There is no anger, no sadness in my soul, just doomed emptiness and fatigue. I bring my lips to the wine, but taste nothing. We go our separate ways from here, my former friend. I used to adore our friendship, looking for approval in your eyes, but now it has become a burden. It dried out like a shriveled orange peel. I inhale deeply, filling my lungs, and toss the wine from the goblet. Entering the laboratory, I open a secret door and take out the real notes, not the skillfully crafted decoy I put for Kinney. I will finish my life's work and merge the planes, even if there is no longer any point. I can't do otherwise. The storyteller runs a tired hand over his face and tries to smile.
I feel exhausted suddenly, like I'm feeling the entire weight of all the years I've lived. This is not the end of my story. I know there are secrets in my past that we are yet to uncover.
I see. Well, I must go. We've looted the tower, and it seems if we're to find what we need to head back to the Abyss. Oh. Win the favor of the most influential person in the city after Nocticula. Okay. Which is this one. Search for the crystal in the Illusionera mines, which we know where it is. And that is where we will go next. That'll be in the next episode, because this one's gone on long enough. Till then, I am Chester44, also known as Fly. That is me, Greybor, Woljif, Darren, Lan, and Nenio. This has been a Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous, and I shall see you all next time.